Hello and welcome. In this video I will show you how I have made wine bottle holders out of curved wood. Initially it was part of the offcuts of the project that I failed to succeed, which was steam bending wood for curved shelves. Anyway, I had quite a few failures, and as you can see on the left hand side, quite a few boards snapped due to the various reasons, and now I'm going through the process of making the boards thinner so that they will be more pliable and hopefully easier to bend. You can see at the moment how the boards spring back after removed from the mold, and this is the process how I compress them into the shape, which was a slow and painful process, and many boards snapped, at least on one side, if not of both. So at the end of the exercise I had quite a few boards that snapped on one side. Oh, and by the way, it's bloody hot. Yes, don't touch the steam with bare hands. Use both gloves in the future. Anyway, lessons learned. The whole process of bending is quite time consuming, especially when you have to do so many operations with the clamps, but I thought I will just take it steady and slow so that the pressure will be applied equally across the whole board, but then fast enough so that the wood cannot cool down and stop being flexible. And as a result of this, I got a few boards that were partial success, which later on I reused for the bottle holders and half curved shelves. Interestingly, each process took me quite a few minutes, and at the end of each one I got quite pumped arms. And this is a short sample of failed planks or boards that they just snapped in the process. Anyway, moving on into the wine holder. I drilled a hole. I took a few bottles just to check the diameter of the neck of the bottles, and I thought this will be a good size to try out. And I'm using my pillar drill, which I love a lot. It's just bloody robust and good to use, minus the tiny corrosion on the main shaft due to the moisture in the air. And now it's quite interesting to work with the curved profile. Suddenly it's quite hard to apply a ruler to find the center of it, and it's just slightly more awkward to work with. But the whole idea was that I somehow did not like the square option, and I thought, oh, let's go slightly more adventurous and make it slightly different in terms of the shape. So I sketched it up, as you can see, a few sections that I wanted to cut out to make it a little bit more interesting. So the bond saw is performing really nice. It's giving me, let's say, quick results of a rough cutout of the shape, and later on I will take the pieces to the belt sander just to smooth it off. And with the new blade on the bandsaw, it's actually doing the trick quite nicely. I'm really pleased with the machine, which is made in 1986. And once I have finished cutting, I went back to the kitchen just to test it, if the whole idea of the pointed end will be able to hold the water, hold the bottle. And with being, let's say, half sensible and just pushing it gently, it's fairly robust and it's quite well planted. So yes, if you go nuts and you push it too hard, yes, it will tip over. Even Luna got slightly interested what's going on in the kitchen. No snacks. And it's time to do some sanding. And I have to say that I love the belt sander. It's, I think, currently with 120 grit belt, and as you can see in the top left corner, it's just eating away that ash in no time. Just gentle push against the belt, and the final finish is just really good. So I'm really pleased with the machine. And equally, I managed to use it just to round off the far end or the bottleneck end, and it was quite easy to use. I had to be quite gentle just to spin it round. I have to say I was a little bit worried that potentially there might be a bit of a kickback if the wood would catch the belt, but now it just went quite nicely, and yeah, work smart, not hard. So equally I just went through the back or underside. However, I could not escape the hand sanding and a little bit of manual labor just to round off the edges, but again it was quite an easy task to do so. Now I'm using acetone to remove any dust and residue after sanding, so that the oil can penetrate better and hopefully will get into the wood slightly more instead of being, let's say, trapped by the residue after sanding. I'm using some natural citrus scent oil, which should penetrate quite nicely ash, because it's still fairly green wood. It has been fell down, I believe, over a year ago. Then it has been air dried for around a year-ish, and hopefully it will, let's say, absorb enough oil. And this is the first coat, and now time to apply the second one. And I have to say that, yeah, it did not absorb a lot of the oil, so I think it should be sufficient for the application 2 coats. And then I have applied on top of it a wax finish from the same brand, just to finish it off. And I have to say, it's looking quite smart. By the way, I'm not sponsored by anyway by 19 Crimes. It's just a pure coincidence that I simply like this particular wine. If for any reason 19 Crimes would like to sponsor me, I'm more than happy to start the cooperation. Anyway, that's the final few shots of the product, and let me know what you think in the comments. By the way, I'm really pleased. In the past few weeks I got a few new subscribers, so thank you very much for those who subscribed. If you enjoyed the video, please click subscribe or like, and thank you for watching, and see you next time. I forgot to mention, if you would like to buy them in UK, please visit wtcd.co.uk, wildtaycreativedesign.co.uk, and you can purchase them. Thank you. Bye bye.